Looking for a way to level up the audio in your videos? In this video, I review the Beachtek DXA-Micro-Pro, a super versatile audio solution that allows you to record basically any mic directly in to your DSLR or mirrorless camera. Coming up. Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Think Media, helping you with the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do tech gear reviews like this one, as well as tips and strategy videos. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And hey, at any point during the video, check out show notes and links in the YouTube description below. I'll list out all of the details about the DXA-Micro-Pro, as well as anything else I forgot. Let's jump into the review. So recently my team and I did a big shoot at the NAB Tech Show here in Las Vegas. And as we were approaching the event, we wanted to do a couple things. The first was we wanted to go 4K. So we upgraded to a Sony a6500 camera. And then the second was we wanted a simpler and more streamlined audio solution where we could really monitor the audio. So this was especially if your camera doesn't have a headphone jack, which the camera we were using didn't. And so we discovered this DXA-Micro-Pro from Beachtek and reached out to them, and we're super grateful that they sent us out a review model to test at NAB. And so in this video, I want to break down how it worked for us, as well as some of the other use cases you could do for this particular device. So the DXA-Micro-Pro comes in a super cool package that can attach to your camera and make a very streamlined setup. You can put it in the tripod screw underneath and get access to it like this, or you could also mount it on top of the camera, and it actually comes with a supplied kind of cold shoe to tripod 1/8 inch screw so that you could put it in either scenario and even stack gear on top of it. We have an XLR input. Now this will actually give you phantom power, so no matter what kind of microphone you were using, especially if you needed phantom power, you can plug directly into that and you're good to go. In our case, we were using a wireless Sennheiser AVX system that just went straight into that. We did not need the phantom power, but one thing that's cool about this system is actually it can charge off of phantom power. So it's a nice feature. So either way, that is an intuitive device that you could just flip the switch on and off on the Beachtek as far as power goes. On the other side of the Micro-Pro, we have a few inputs, and you can input stereo, so that would just be if you're using like one lavalier mic or one handheld mic or something, or you can also split the channels to left and right. We'll talk about that in a bit. And then you have your out input, which is gonna be the Micro-Pro from there into whatever camera that you're using. Then on the front of the device, we have tactile gain knobs. And this is actually one of my favorite things about this is there isn't any digital windows on here. You can see everything and you can adjust everything in just real time with very well-built tactile buttons. So you're not having to, click through menus to find your settings. You can do it all and also monitor it all visually in real time. So you can control that stereo mode with each knob, or again, you can split it and you've got 30 decibels of gain, which is plenty of punch for any microphone built right into the Micro-Pro here. And one thing to note is that these are very low noise preamplifiers, because as Beachtek is an audio company, the quality of the components in all of our tests, prove out that you have a well-built, again, low noise, so you have clean and clear audio coming out of the Beachtek. And then again, one of our big use cases for this was the ability to monitor our audio in real time, because we wanted a nimble setup, especially when we were shooting NAB. We were pumping out tons of content. We just wanted to be able to run and gun, make sure we're monitoring it, make sure it sounds clear, it sounds good. And so the headphone jack right in the front there is nice. And again, you have plenty of gain on that knob as well to run and power any kind of headphones. Very impressed with the headphone amplifier. And again, if maybe you are really paying attention to the details and the nuances of your audio, you won't be disappointed with that headphone amp that is inside of this device. The device is powered by a 9-volt battery, and for us, this pretty much usually ran almost the whole day, and sometimes we'd have to change it out maybe once a day And again, your battery life is going to be affected by whether or not you use the phantom power, which we were not when we were shooting at NAB. And so that's how you power the device. And it's pretty easy to get to with this tray right there. You plop it in and then you're good to go to fire everything up. And as far as the exact battery life, I'll link up some specs in the description. And then overall, the build quality is cool. Another sweet aspect of the Micro-Pro is these cold shoe slots on either side. So if you're building out an entire rig for run and gun or whatever it is you're shooting, you do have some versatile options to mount either your microphone receivers, and you could mount one on either side, which is nice, those body packs. Or we did some stuff experimenting with LED lights at NAB on the side and just a few other things. So very thoughtful inclusion on the Micro-Pro with these cold shoe slots. Now, as far as some of the use cases for the Micro-Pro, again, what we wanted most of all was just a clean setup. In our case, it was actually wireless. Not only was the mic wireless, but because we could go straight into the XLR, it was wireless at NAB. And it was comparing it to our workflow at CES, it was pretty game changing. You know, what we did at CES was we actually just recorded separate audio, which is maybe what a lot of creators, even like yourself, are doing. And maybe you're familiar with using a Zoom H4n or using some sort of an external audio to record the audio for your videos, which works. And that is a great solution. But what's nice about this is it kind of fills the gap to eliminate that step of having to record your audio separate and then sync it up at post. And so the same thing earlier this year at CES, we pumped out tons of videos, but then had to sync those in post. So it slowed down the workflow a little bit. So we thought, okay, going into this, at NAB, what is a great solution that could make things faster? And this totally worked. We were able to just monitor the audio the entire time, and then that audio was being captured directly into the camera the entire time. So basically, once it came to editing, audio was already good to go. So that's one use case that was great for us. But the other thing that's cool about this is the fact that you could actually do dual 2-channel audio using this device. And the way you would do that is you could record in the left port and the right port with 2 receivers or 2 mic sources, and then run that directly into your camera. And so in effect, you'd be able to record 2 different microphones at the same time, embed that audio right into the camera. Or you could also do what is like a safety track, which is sometimes what people like to do if maybe you're shooting a whole bunch of interviews in a row or something, and you keep, putting the same lapel mic on people, but the person before is a little quieter and the next person is a lot more loud. A safety track is one that you run at maybe kind of full volume to get that full sound, but then one that's at like half volume in case the person peaks or the audio is destroyed. On the second channel, you've recorded a quieter version that's gonna give you some room. And so also a good solution if you wanted to do a safety track. Now, as far as the price goes for the Micro-Pro, right now at the time of shooting this video, it comes in at $149 here in the US. And so my final thoughts are that this is a cool device. Having tested it, it definitely did what we wanted it to do. It gave us the ability to monitor our audio. It gave us a nice, clean, streamlined setup as far as how we built it all out for run and gun, for shooting live events, and then the ability to have that in audio embedded so it's sped up our workflow overall. And so that's probably who I'd recommend this for the most. If you see this as a tool that you'd want in your video tool belt for certain scenarios so that you can just get great audio instantly, and you don't want to do and lug around a Zoom H4n and extra stuff to be able to record dual system audio, this kind of takes a step out of your workflow, which can be very important, especially when time is of the essence for getting a project done. Question of the day, what are you currently using for audio in your videos? Do you use a separate audio recorder? Do you just record straight into the camera? Or have you used or tried a hybrid solution like this? Let me know in the comment section below. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Definitely subscribe for more videos just like this. Hit the like button if you got value out of this video. And if you haven't downloaded the Think Media TV Video Gear Buyer's Guide, it's actually my complete guide of my favorite cameras, lighting, tripods for all different budgets so that you can get the best gear to make awesome videos. So we'll link that up in the description below as well as on the YouTube card. Until next time, Think Media TV is helping you with the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.